All right, guys, we are going to get into what we got for the week of February 9th. We finished the last strength cycle. We're going to spend the next like 2 weeks for strength, mainly focusing on just like some weightlifting stuff, Olympic weightlifting stuff. Because again, the CrossFit Open is coming up. And usually what we see in the CrossFit Open is testing of Olympic weightlifting movements. I'm not saying that's what it's going to be, just going off of the past. If that shows up, it's usually some kind of Olympic weightlifting movement, and we can always work to get better at Olympic weightlifting. Not everybody can come to Oli class. We're still going to keep it CrossFit-y by doing that. So Monday, we're going to start with a snatch EMOM. Minutes 1 through 5 is just one hang power snatch. Up to you guys if you want to just stick with the weight, work on the technique of extension, what it's like to jump and receive. If you feel confident, you want to build a little bit, you can build. Minutes 5 through 10, you're going to have one hang power snatch plus one overhead squat. And even ideally with that is when you catch your power snatch, you don't stand up and then do the overhead squat. You catch your power snatch with your knees bent. You hold that position for a couple seconds, and then you ride that down to a squat, because a lot of you guys need to get more confident with squat snatching, and this is one of the ways you can do it. So you catch in that power snatch catch position. You don't stand up and lock your legs out. Instead, you hold for a couple seconds, and then you ride it down to an overhead squat position. For some of you, this might need to be a lighter weight than what you did the power snatch with, because you have a hard time with squat snatching. And then finally, minute 10 through 15, one hang squat snatch. You must squat snatch. I know there are many of you out there that just go, screw squat snatching, screw squat cleaning. Listen, if you want to get better, a lot of you people are also the same people that then complain and moan when you can't hit a PR on your Olympic weightlifting movement. Let me put it this way. No world record's been broken by doing a power snatch or a power clean, guys. Okay, so getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's why you're here. So goal is to build, but also work the technique of it. And then after that, quick little workout, 12-minute AMRAP, 200-meter run, because it's February and it's 80 degrees out, which is a beautiful thing. We love that. 24 Russian kettlebell swings, a little bit heavier than normal. Again, 32 for the guys, 24 for the ladies. And then just 24 box jumps, just our standard 24-inch, 20 inches for the guys. You can modify the weight. You can modify the box jump height. If we can't run for whatever reason, we can row 250 meters. We can do something else. But this should be, we're moving the whole time, not very complicated from a movement perspective, and should feel good about it. Tuesday, partner workout. Longer. We're doing 50/40 cal bike. 50 burpees over the rower. There's somebody out there who thinks that maybe burpees over the rower is going to be the new movement in the open. So practice it. And then 50/40 cal row, and then 50 push-ups. If you're a guy-girl pairing, you can go meet in the middle on the bike, meet in the middle on the row, 45/45. Otherwise, you're sharing the reps. I know people will be like, burpee and push-up. Yes, we're just focusing on that range of motion. So burpees and push-up in the same workout. Wednesday, we have the mirror of the snatch, clean and jerk. So very similar. Minutes 1 through 5, one hang power clean. Minutes 5 through 10, one hang power clean plus one push jerk. So now you're adding the jerk in, working on the dip and drive. And then minutes 10 through 15, one hang squat clean plus one split jerk. Same thing with the split jerk. A lot of people, aren't confident or comfortable with the split jerk, so they just avoid it. Avoidance is not the way to overcome your guys' problems in life, nor in the gym. So anyways, that's what we'll have for the clean and jerk. And then again, like an open-esque style workout, 28, 21, 15, 9, deadlift, and toes to bar. We're hitting toes to bar like once every week. Toes to bar have been in the open pretty much every single year. So, sticking with it. You can modify that. Obviously, deadlift weight, 225, 155 is standard. Should be a weight that like you can hold on to and do probably 2 sets for the 28 and the 21, and then, hold on to it. So shouldn't be anything too crazy hard. Then a nice little kind of like, I would say, bodybuilding style-esque CrossFit workout. You got 12 down to 1, strict weighted pull-up. Now, you're only adding weight if you can already do unweighted strict pull-ups well. And then from there, if you can't do unweighted strict pull-ups, you need to use a band to make this happen. Strict deficit handstand push-ups. So not only are we doing strict, we're doing deficit. The RX for that would be guys on 45-pound plates, ladies on 25-pound plates. And then finally, dual dumbbell box step-ups. Okay, so this is not going to necessarily be a fast mover. We're working strict strength. We're working capacity on strict movements. We're working, on a step-up, weighted step-up, pump and dump, your dumpies, your booties. So anyways, it's going to take a while. 12, 12, 12, 11, 11. It's going to take a hot minute to get this done, but it's a really good kind of bodybuilding style-esque CrossFit workout to work on your guys' strict stuff as well as your lower body. And then finally, Friday. We're in February now. We got the open coming up, so we might as well do some open repeats. 10 rounds for time, 9 thrusters, 35 double unders. Every year has had thrusters, and every year has had double unders, maybe. Maybe there's a year where but every year there's thrusters, so we got to get a thruster workout in. This workout really should take people like anywhere between, some people finish this in like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. I would say, anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. 15 is really stretching out there. It shouldn't be taking that long. Like an EMOM is a really solid way to try to do this workout, but most people would probably fall in between 12 and 15 minutes. Anyways, that is what we got. The 9th through the 13th announcements, nothing really right now. Sign up for the open, take the judges course. I'm going to get a QR code put up in the gym starting this week, so it'll be easier for you guys to sign up. You can just scan it, sign up. Again, if you sign up for the open, you will be put on one of the intramural teams, and we're going to have the themes coming out at the end of this week as well. We'll announce those on Friday. So anyways, yeah, have a good week, and I'll see you guys in the gym.